What is up? What is up? What is up? Hello, hi. How
Hey,
y'all
y'all.
doing? Y'all, she always got to ruin my introduction. Damn, Jesus. We supposed to came back yesterday, but we are back today. Hello, my name is Lyah, one real chick of two real chicks,
My name is Aisha, two real chicks of two real chicks.
and
And
this is the Two Real Chicks podcast with two of the realest chicks you motherfucking know. Bitch, let's go. Period. That was. I got bars, y'all. My rap album's coming soon. Y'all don't know.
actually,
Um, see, folks be hating for real.
I mean, it was good, friend. It was good. I ain't even gonna put you down. I'm not gonna hold you. It was good. It was.
I know. I
But
know.
we gotta do better. We gotta do better.
It don't get no better than that. What is you on?
Oh,
What is you saying?
y'all,
No, but
happy New Year, man. It is 2023. Leah, how you doing?
child,
How the hell you doing?
I'm not. I'm sad. I
I,
need money for makeup. I don't have any makeup. Y'all notice I ain't do no full face today. My skin looks buttery smooth. It's because number one, it probably is. It probably is buttery smooth. But number two, I have good lighting. This professional ass ring light right here is
mm-hmm.
giving me newscaster. But honestly, I need to get my nails done. I need to buy some more makeup because I want to practice doing a full face with products that actually match.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I'm pretty good. My new year the holiday was pretty decent, pretty good.
Yeah.
Um, had a lot of goals that I set for myself, which you're going to talk about that this episode to kick it off, being intentional with your goals and
Yeah.
things. What about you? How'd your holiday go?
Holiday went well. I really relaxed. I think I was so happy that I didn't catch COVID in the year 2022. So
Period.
I kicked off my end of my year really well. It was good. The start of my year so far, the first what is it, 16 days? Today's the 16th. Yeah, 16 days have been pretty goddamn good. I got a speaking event that I'll be doing at the Boston Center that I graduated from last year. So
Oh,
that's
she ain't tell me that.
that just happened. Literally like an hour ago. So I got that
I guess
happening.
I'm one of the regular bitches. I gotta find out with everybody else. That's what I be saying.
First of all, I don't even want to hear that, y'all. Every time I go on TikTok, this motherfucker be like, "Well, let me tell you about the date I went on." I be like, "The date she went on." First of all,
First of all, I ain't had no day in a long
first of all,
time. And usually I be telling you about majority of the dates, so I don't even want to hear that bullshit or what I be
the
talking about.
majority, I ain't her friend, y'all, for real. Because a real friend would tell her friend about everything.
Whatever.
It's disrespectful, is what it is.
Whatever.
But oh my gosh, I'm so ready for season 2. Y'all, this is going to be a really, 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 really good episode for us today. I am personally excited about what we're about to get into for sure. Okay. Because I think all of us could be a little bit more intentional when it comes to certain things in our lives. And one thing for me, before we get into it, let's start with an icebreaker. Okay.
Period.
Let's start with this icebreaker. So I looked up some questions online and I didn't see much, but after researching what I researched, I feel like I can ask this question with confidence. Okay. Okay. So Leah, you are 99 years old. Okay. And 66 years ago, your husband cheated on you. He had letters back and forth between him and this woman, right? And you found out when you were 99. Would you A, divorce him? B, chop it up as, it happened. It was over 60 years ago, Our kids got grandkids. Our grandkids are on their way to having grandkids. Or do you C, die with the pain of knowing you were cheated on umpteen years ago?
I'm gonna make sure he die. He gonna die anyway, so I'm not gonna be too fucked up about it. Cause look, listen, 66 years. First of all, you're damn good if you managed to hide that for over 60 years that you were sending letters back and forth between you and another female.
Mm-hmm.
You hit that really, really well. And I lived 99. I lived 66 years of my life because I was 33 when you started to do this. So
Mm-hmm.
that means that I was during my prime years, I was able to have children. My quote unquote biological clock wasn't quite ticking as fast, and my ovaries were still good. And you was having me sit down and shit out your babies while you over here fantasizing with this other little hoe with these letters you writing back. So you know what? I might speed up his process of dying a little bit.
Don't kill him. Go on, kill him. Let him get
He
off.
and I tell all the grandkids and the great grands, your daddy, granddaddy, great granddaddy was on his way to dying anyway. So I thought I'd take him out of his misery and flip it and be like, I just didn't want to see him in pain anymore.
Oh my God. I agree with that. Now I want to choose that as well. I saw that on Kim on Stage video this morning, and I think it was an Italian man. Child, I want to know, why did she keep them letters so long? Because it happened to a man. A man found his wife's letters. I want to know, why did she keep the letters for over 30 years? What did you do that for? Crazy. That was crazy. But I agree. I would have had him go ahead and speed up that process. I would do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna speed it up for you, big dog. I'm gonna speed that up because, sir, what do you mean? But see, you know what is funny? You know what's funny about that whole situation is that when it's a woman, when a woman does stuff like that, it's kind of like, I don't know. I feel like the answers may vary or may be different. But with a man, if it were a man, I don't know. I feel like people just be like, oh, so that's why men are trash. But it's like when women do it to men, it hurts a lot more because it's not something men aren't prepared. I saw a TikTok that said the reason why men don't know how to handle heartbreak is because they're not prepared for it. And women go through life being prepared to say like, hey, men are going to hurt you. This could happen, this, and that. Whereas men go through life being taught, if you do these things, you'll be okay. So when a woman cheats and when they find out that the woman is having an emotional affair, they don't know how to take that. And I'm like, when they said it, I was like, that makes perfect sense because of like what we've been taught. So like, knowing that it was a woman doing that to a man, I can only imagine how he took it or how he felt with that. But I'm like, at this point, you're near dying. She's probably already dead and gone. What are you gonna do? Be mad? You gonna take that beat to heaven and be like, hey, yo, Lord, listen, I need to talk to my wife real quick because we got beef, and I'm trying to figure out why she wrote letters to another man over 60 years ago. What you gonna do? You gonna take that beef there? You gonna leave it where it is?
Right. Women ain't shit either. Y'all gotta know that too.
It's some ain't shit ass women out here too. So
it is
very much so.
So I guess we can go ahead and pop this party off, y'all, and get into our very first topic. So, but before we do that, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button if you are on our TikTok page as well, because we're going to definitely start posting up some clips over there. Stay tuned for our shorts that we're going to be uploading on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. Child, all those 3 apps. That's where you're going to find 2 real chicks. Okay. So Lyah, let's start this party off right.
This is not really a party. Why you keep saying shit? What a cakes at? What a cupcakes and ice cream? This is a party. Anyways, so the new year is upon us, and we all know that we're 16 days in, and by now a lot of you have probably dropped a lot of your New Year's resolutions or goals that you have set. I didn't really have any resolutions. I just put goals, and I have a couple of them on my list. One of them being going on more solo dates, getting into some therapy because childhood trauma. And not even just that. Not even just for childhood trauma, but just to be like a better version of myself anyways. Like, not because something is going wrong, because everything will be going right, but maybe you want to know how to be in the moment or something. You know what I'm saying? So, and just explore things that I probably didn't know I need to work on. So I do want to get into that eventually. Paying off my credit cards, because I may or may not have a little bit of a spending addiction because the money wasn't mine. But that's fine. I'm responsible and I'm paying it off and I'm doing what I need to do.
Okay.
And that's just a couple of them. And then another big one of mine is to not procrastinate so much and have more discipline. I used to be so disciplined as a kid when I was an athlete. Because that required it. So it's like you're either gonna and if you weren't disciplined, you were gonna get there because your body was gonna tell you that we weren't fit for doing this, and so we got to change some stuff up, So that is something that I am trying to that I am implementing. I am journaling every day. That's one of the goals that I had. So that's been the thing. That's a part of being disciplined, knowing to do that even when you don't feel like it. And I've been doing that. So I'm doing one thing at a time.
Yeah.
So that's just
I,
some of the goals.
I think for me, I don't think I necessarily have resolutions either, because when I think of a resolution, I think of something of a short-term goal. And like you said, for me, I don't necessarily think a resolution is, it's not enough. Like, I have to have these changes in my life. So right now my biggest thing is continuously to have my health stay in order, y'all. So I'm like really anemic. Like, the lowest my hemoglobin levels were 4, which is really, really low. Like, bad. Like, blood transfusion needed now, bad, right? So I recently found out I have my hemo levels have went up to a 10, which is really, really good. But as a menstruating 20-something-year-old woman, they should be at a 12 or better. So we still got some improvement to do, but making sure that those numbers basically, keep staying upwards and not going down at all. So getting that together, also staying on my health journey. I need to stop saying that it's like a weight loss journey or my fitness journey. Like, I don't know. I just feel like that's too like played out, because I've said that for years and I haven't had much success. Like, I'll lose a lot of weight, but then I gain it back because I binge eat. So I think for me, getting in control of my eating habits, because like me and my man, we be eating. We be eating. However, I can say the past like week or two, I don't know, like, your girl been forgetting to eat. And it's not no, oh, I'm trying to starve myself. I just legit forget to eat. Like, I get so busy and then don't eat. And then I'd be like, damn, mama, I'm feeling so like, lethargic. Like, what the fuck is going on? And then I'm like, okay, you ain't ate
Probably
since,
because you ain't ate since you woke up.
right, like 8
Like,
a.m.,
duh.
and I'm just filling my body up with water, and it's like, you're pissing, but you're not eating. So just being more diligent with my health and just changing my wording when it comes to things. So instead of saying I want to try to lose weight, instead of saying try, I'm going to lose weight. I'm
Period.
going to make those goals happen. Like,
I
becoming
will. I will lose my 50-pound weight goal. If that's not her goal, I don't know. I'm not putting her business out there. I'm just saying.
yeah.
I will get my health in order. I will get my hemoglobin levels up. I will do better at eating and being more consistent with that, because consistency is very much the key
Yep.
when it comes to
But
stuff
I
like
am proud
that.
of myself today. I have ate breakfast. I have ate lunch. I did 30 minutes on the bike. And then later on today, I'm doing a 10-minute cardio workout, which I most likely will be like doubling that, because it's a low impact workout. But if I do it twice, like, I feel like I really have gotten a really good burn in. So being more intentional with my health is like, for me, the biggest thing. Because 2022, girl, I did a lot. Like, a bitch was booked and busy from April of 2022 to literally, I want to say what, August. A bitch was gone. I was gone. I was busy. So just keeping that up, like, that's the biggest thing for me. Keeping that up for sure.
Yeah, and then like I know for me, my health is one of the biggest things that I am trying to that I am prioritizing. Boy, getting your wording together is a little tricky, but hey, it's something that I am prioritizing. I am working on. I prefer to say working on than trying, because I feel like trying will say you're going to fail. But I am doing better. I am doing my best at doing better at working on like eating more consistently, and also trying taking my vitamins
Oh my God, I
as
need to get me.
well. I have the one a day vitamins. They have like 12 different nutrients or something like that in them. So I'm
Yeah, I
taking
used to.
those. Or
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember to take them shit. But yeah, but like the thing with all these goals though, like I feel like what's important is like being intentional. Why are you setting the goals that you are setting? What was the reasoning? What's your purpose? And for me, the biggest thing is like consistency and discipline. I really want to be able to have both of those things in my day-to-day life just as a whole, not just for this year, but just anyway. Um, Me being a college student, it's very important that I am diligent in doing my work and like making sure that everything is turned in on time.
Mm-hmm.
And last year I started out really, really good. I had a really good start last year, but then toward the end I dropped the ball. And that's kind of the worst time to do it because the end is where it counts. That's like your home stretch. And my grades suffered. They faltered because of that. And I don't blame anybody else but myself, because at the end of the day, like, that's your fault. Waiting until the
Yeah.
last minute to do things, not being consistent, and making sure that you have a schedule set up where you can go and do your homework, or setting aside the time to do your homework. And then knowing me, it takes me a little bit longer to do certain things sometimes, because I do have to go back and reread and, stuff like that. So it's kind of one of them things where it's like, you want to go to school. I know you don't like school like that. You don't like, but you're in charge of what you learn for the most part. Like your prerequisites, I mean, you got to do them. That's
Yeah.
And that's a whole another conversation for other day, because I feel like those are a waste of time. But anyways, you have to do those. You have to do your math. You got to do your sciences. You got to do your English. Yada yada yada. But the rest of the stuff, like your Spanish and your communications classes, you're in charge of all of those. So those are things that you are choosing to do. And it's not that I don't like to do. It's not that I don't like learning, because I do. I don't like doing homework. That's really what it is. I don't like doing homework. But when I do get registered in my classes and stuff like that, that is really going to be something that I am going to have to push myself on. And I think even working on a day like, hey, let's just get out of the house and let's go maybe to a coffee shop or somewhere, and let's just kind of do some work, changing up the scenery in the environment. And my why is because it's just like, when you do get a real job, and you have deadlines and stuff you got to meet. You don't meet the deadlines, you're gonna get fired. And then I'm just really sick and tired of like not being, consistent. So that's one of that was really my why and my reasoning behind that.
Yeah. I think my why is really because, like, I want to have kids. I'm trying to be somebody's dang on mama. And if I'm, if I don't have blood in my body to really help me stay alive, help me keep living, I can't filter and have a baby. Well, not filter. I can't be pregnant and have a baby, because my baby's not going to get all the nutrients. And then when you're pregnant, the baby soaks up a lot of that. So for me, I want to make sure that I'm healthy, because I'm trying to bring life into this world. That is why. Like, I'm trying to be somebody's damn mama. So I am like every day being diligent with making sure that I stay eating, because if I'm going to be breastfeeding, I have to eat. That's how you keep your supply up. You have to eat. So like, especially like, just not even on the pregnancy tip, just like me as a human, I have to stay alive, because I don't have nothing want to kill me. I ain't trying to die no time soon. So like, I got to keep that up and keep eating my green leafy veggies. Like, that helps me out like a lot. Eating meats that actually give me all the vitamins that I need. And like Lyah said, I think I'm definitely going to get me some women one a days. Like, I need that, because I take a daily what is it called, daily iron pill, and it helps, but it would help a lot more exactly if I had.
Those have iron in them too, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think they got like B12, a lot of the B vitamins. They got like a few different nutrients. And then also just making sure you eat a lot of like nutrient rich things anyways, like a lot of nuts and fruit and stuff like that, because I think that would aid in you getting a lot of your nutrients as well. Because I feel like sometimes we do all we can, but we still end up falling a little short.
Yeah.
But
like right now I'm going to be trying to do this juice thing. Like, I'm going to really try to be diligent with this juicing, and I'm not going to be juicing. I just want to make that clear, because I know I looked this information up, and juicing is actually not healthy for you. Well, as healthy, because you're extracting a lot of sugar into those juices. So I'm going to be blending mine up, and I have right now some cabbage, apples. I got some bananas. The bananas are just really for eating, not for the juice. Some cucumbers, ginger, and I got some lemons. And I've been drinking my lemon water, which, bruh, let me tell you, I didn't know that lemon water had so many health benefits, but like, if y'all look it up, y'all, lemon water is really helpful. But a lot of people, I had put it in the WW app my video of me making my lemon water, and somebody was like, "Oh, but it can also help. You know, it can start corroding your teeth." And I'm like, "Well, who's drinking lemon water straight? First of all, like, you gotta use a straw. And why are you putting so much lemon water that it would? You're supposed to put the water in the lemon waters to make it, you know,
you have to dilute it.
Right. It's like vinegar. You don't drink apple cider vinegar straight. Why? Because the acidity. How the hell do you say
the
that?
acidity? It's gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah. So like, there are so many health benefits to drinking like lemon water, and every day for the past 2 days, I have drinking lemon water, and when I tell you, it helps you out in a lot of ways. So when I do my juice tonight, it's gonna clear me out. It's a colon cleaner, okay? But I think in 2023, one of my biggest goals is to just become more intentional with my spending. I think me and Lyah was having this conversation the other day, and I was telling her, like, I ain't bought shit for real. I ain't really bought nothing. And we're 16 days into this year. I got money in my savings, which is like a first. My account's not in the negative, which is like a first. Like, I'm feeling happy with that. And I think that's only because, like, I know when I have a check on the way, like my disability or like my actual like jobs check coming in, right? I get so happy, and I'm like, oh well, I got this money, I can go spend it. And it's like, girl, you could save it, and then you can just do a little bit more with your money, make it stretch a little bit more. We went shopping over the weekend, and I only spent, I think out of both stores that we went to, we only spent like $140 something. Not bad at all, because we needed groceries. So a lot of that was groceries, but like being more intentional with what I'm spending is so important to me. Like, I think a lot of us all the time are just like, well, we got it, we can spend it, but it's like once it's gone, you got this item, then what the fuck is next? So I've been like looking at different little ways to like save money, and obviously not spending is the biggest part of that, just not spending, but actually enjoying yourself, because we were talking about that as well, like enjoying your money and spend the way you want to spend. Like, I really want to get my nails done, but I'm like, I don't want to mess my nails up because I'm trying to grow them out. But like, truth be told, y'all, I'm saying fuck these nails, and I really want to get my nails done. I really want to get my nails done. But like, self-care, pampering, all that, like, I think it ties into everything I'm trying to do this year. Seems like a lot, but it's not.
Yeah, I think that, and I think it all just goes back to the why. What's the reasoning behind us doing all these goals and stuff like that? And it's really, if her goal is to get her health in order, it's because eventually I want children, and then just overall, I just want to be in better health. You know, she's been on this weight loss journey. It's not a destination, it's a journey, because even if you get to your goal weight that you want to be at, it's a matter of maintaining it as well. And that's a journey in and of itself. And then, okay, now that I've mastered, and it's really one thing at a time. If you do one thing at a time, everything else will fall in line. It will fall into place. So it's like, okay, I'm going to lose the weight. I'm going to lose 50 pounds in 3 months. Let's just say that was her goal. I'm gonna lose 50 pounds in 3 months. What are you going to do to lose those 50 pounds? Okay, I'm going to go to the gym at least 3 times a week, 3 to 4 times a week, or go to somebody's workout class 3 to 4 times a week, or work out, do something. You ain't even got to go to the gym. If you decide you want to run around the neighborhood for 15 minutes, that's fine. I'm also going to make sure that I am watching my portions of food, and that I am eating consistently, and making sure that, you know, my portions are healthy. And I'm going to cut off the time that I eat at 8 o'clock. If I haven't eaten by 8 o'clock, whatever I ate by 8 o'clock won't get eaten. You know what I'm saying? So like, those are things you can do when you're trying to, when you have an overall goal, break it down into bigger goals. Okay, your overall goal, I want to get my health in order. Okay, how do you achieve that? The first step is let's tackle this weight first. Mm-hmm. Okay, so then you break that goal down into bigger goals. Into smaller goals? How do you do that? Okay, let's try working out at least 3 times a week. Okay, and then let's also try to watch our portions. Let's try to incorporate healthier options as substitutes for the things that I know I would like to eat. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, okay, I want to get my hemoglobin levels to a certain thing, or I want to get my weight up. So I want to work out at least 2 to 3 times a week, and I want to have a more high protein diet. You know, like it's just all about taking your goal a bite at a step at a time, and then taking little baby steps within that to be able to like really achieve it. Because I feel like sometimes we try to do too much too soon, and then that's why by day 5 we've quit, because it's like, oh, nothing is working, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I saw something.
When I work out, like say Monday, I work out today. Tomorrow I work out. I'm happy. I just did a 2-day streak. Okay. Like them small victories, not even going on the scale and being like, oh my God, I just lost 5 pounds. But oh my God, this t-shirt fits better than it did 2 weeks ago. So those small victories are really, really big. No matter,
are important to observe and to notice, because I think sometimes you get discouraged when you don't see the bigger victories, but it's like, it's coming. You have to just be patient. I saw a clip on TikTok. I was scrolling down our Two Real Chicks page to try to get some inspiration to figure out what we could talk about. And you know, like how for anybody who's religious on here or whatever, who will watch this and who's religious, there's y'all ever seen the movie Evan Almighty? I think it has Neil Patrick Harris in it, and he's basically tasked with, I forget, it's been a minute, I've only seen it like 1 or 2 times, but Morgan Freeman plays God in the movie, and he was like, when you pray, do you think that God gives you the things that you ask for? Do you think he gives you opportunities to, you know, practice those things? And I was like, you know, that's a really interesting way to think about prayer. Like when you pray, if you're a religious person and you pray to God or whatever your divine being is, if you're new to it, you have to remember that you're not going to get it automatically. He's going to present you with an opportunity to be more patient. If I'm asking for procrastination, he's going to give me an opportunity that's going to say, okay, this is a time where you can work on not being a procrastinator. Like if you're in school right now, you're saying, hey, please deliver me from the hole that is procrastination or whatever. And okay, your teacher gives you a paper that's due in 3 weeks. If you're a procrastinator, you're going to wait until the week before to actually start the paper. That includes
prior to it's due.
That includes the research. That includes doing your outline. That includes writing it. You're going to cram it all into that week. But if you're working on procrastinating, he's giving you the opportunity to start on it now. At least start your outline, or at least start your research. If you have to do that, start your research first and gather your sources. Like you have to, and if you don't pray, but one of your goals is to not be a procrastinator, or one of your goals is to, you know, lose weight or read more books or whatever, when you have downtime and you know that you could be doing something else, that is your time to really try to put that into practice. That way, when you practice something so much, it will become a habit. 21 days takes something to become a habit. I journal. I've been journaling for 11, 12 days now. In a few more days, in about a week or so, it will have become a habit, or it's supposed to anyway.
Yeah.
It'll be something that's just effortless. So it's just like, when you're setting your goals, you have to really work at it, and you have to be patient with yourself and have a lot of grace, because it's not something that's going to come easy, especially if you're unlearning old habits and relearning new ones. You really have to have that grace and really have to be patient with yourself, because if not, you're going to quit. You're going to always quit. You're going to quit everything that you want to do because you're expecting the results to be instantaneous. And it's like, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Like you're going to get there. It's just going to take a little minute. That's all. Yeah. That's really all it is.
I agree with that though. The whole, like, when people do pray, and they're always like, oh, God did this for me. You may think he did it for you, but honestly, he just put you in the position to do it. Like, somebody may say, oh, God really helped us get this house. But if it wasn't for you being guided to do the things that you needed to do, to save, to have a good credit score, to pay off that debt, he helped you in that line to get you to that new house. He helped.
Yeah, he did help. And I think people need to realize too that God also works through other people and other individuals. So like if you say, I want to be a better version of myself, and I just want to be closer to my family, or I just want to work through whatever issues you have. Sometimes God comes in the form of a therapist.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes God comes in the form of bringing you a new friend.
Yeah.
That you putting somebody in your life that you never knew you needed. Like sometimes he works in that way. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Sometimes, things will be put in front of you and you'll be like, okay, what? And it's like, it's crazy because it's crazy that I say that because I'm like, I've been saying it out loud so much that it's like, somebody somewhere is listening to me, because when I say every video that I have seen thus far about goal setting has been consistency and discipline are the goals for the year. Not procrastinating are the goals for 20. And it's like, bro, there's no way that everybody is on that same wavelength that I'm on right now. Like y'all, this technology listening to me because y'all just putting stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy when you sit here and you say something enough out loud, how things will be put in front of you to kind of help you on that journey to not being, to achieving that goal. But with prayer or with manifestation or whatever, you still have to do the work. Like you can't just be like, I declare that this year will be the year of financial security and stability, and then sit there and not do nothing to gain financial security and stability. You can't say that and then be like, you can't say that and then sit up here and spend $300 on a pair of Jordans. What happens to your financial security and stability? You can't do that. You still have to do the work. Like you still have to set those goals to save $50 from every paycheck, or $100 a month from, every however. You still have to do that, and you still have to make very financially conscious decisions to like help you get to that point of financial security and like, stability and stuff.
I got something to add to that. So I was watching this girl, Syria Rain. I think Syria Rain. I think it's how you say her name. She's a YouTuber, and she has a finance channel as well. I think it's called Syria's Wealth. And she had put this video up recently, and she was like, people always saying, "Oh, I'm about to be rich. I'm gonna be rich." But you're not doing anything to get yourself to be rich. You're doing the same shit. You're walking on that same path. You're not doing anything. You're not putting yourself in rooms with people that are rich to learn, to teach you how to become rich. You just keep saying it. And if you're not putting no motion behind those words, honey, it's just gonna fall. Like what are you doing? So like my little brother, for instance, he keeps saying, "Oh, I want to buy a car cash." You ain't got the cash. And you don't
have you saved up to buy a car?
You don't save it to even do that. So like, it's like, yeah, you can keep speaking things out loud, but y'all, you have to put it in motion. Like I can keep saying, "Oh, I want my hemo levels to go up." But if I'm not actively eating my green leafy veggies and actively taking my iron pill, they're not going to go up. They're going to consistently go down. They're going to consistently stay in a downward spiral if I'm not doing what I have to do. Like, that is so important to put that action behind it. So like, whatever you do this year, whoever is listening to this and you got ears to hear, or words, or eyes to be able to show you them damn captions, if you're going to say, "I want to do blank this year, I will complete blank this year," actually put motion behind it. Because it's nothing if you do nothing to get it to happen. And that's just facts, people. That's just the facts.
And not even just so much motion, but you also have to put, everybody says that mindset is key as well. Like,
yes.
But like if you were talking about finances, so if you want to have that mindset of being financially secure, or if you want to be financially secure or stable, or however you want to put it, you have to think in terms of that. So like, I guess when you get money, try to think of how to make it work for you instead of you spending it on stuff. And that's not to say deprive yourself of like, the things that you want. If you want to go get your nails done, then get your nails done. If you want to go get your lashes done, your brows done, your hair done, whatever. But it's also like being mindful of like, what other things can I do what other things can I do that could help me reach my goal of like, I guess thinking about it more. Somebody knows what I'm trying to say and how I'm trying to say it.
It's like,
Um,
don't deprive yourself. Like, even though, you know, you have the ability to it, still at the same time, be more intentional with the way that you're saving, with the way that you're spending, because a living above your means and you ain't got the means,
right.
that's the thing.
Because who we impressing?
Right. Like, if your bank account, like me for instance, back in December, my motherfucking account kept going into the negative every time I got paid $100 off my check, $200 off my check. Why? Because it's not like I was spending over that amount. It was because overdraft fees, I was getting beat the fuck up by
Bro,
overdraft.
overdraft fees is a bitch for real.
And they
Like, why do you even need it?
I don't know. And then I ended up calling my bank. I got off of overdraft protection, and they were like, you know, if anything is trying to get charged to your account, you know, it's not going to happen anymore.
It's just going to decline.
And I'm like, when did I sign up for this? She was like, oh, on November, blah, blah, blah. Of what year? 2022. I said, I did not call y'all. Y'all can look at y'all can look and see that I didn't sign myself up for that shit. And she was like, oh yeah, I mean, we see that. And guess who had to pay me $170 the other day? PNC motherfucking bank.
Yeah, they did. Because first of all, how y'all gonna put me on something? And then first of all, number one, if I know I ain't got the money on my card, I'm not swiping it. No
I
way.
ain't swiping shit.
That's the thing. I don't need no. I'm my own overdraft protection. I know I'm going to overdraft. If I ain't got no fees to draft for my account. So why would I do that to myself? Now, granted, I have swiped my card thinking that I had the money in my account because of my calculations, and I come to find out I don't, and my account is an overdraft, and they've declined my card. And now I'm like, okay, why? Then you come to find out you had relatives stealing money. But that's tea for another episode. But and then like even with like, okay, your health, and you want to be in like better spiritual health, or you know, whatever. Speaking positive thoughts over yourself, because that does help. People say that words have power. So instead of being negative towards yourself when you don't get something, when something doesn't go your way, or when you make a mistake, it's better to try to reverse it.
Oh, I got an example. You know how sometimes like you'll do something, you're like, damn, I'm so fucking stupid. And if you keep speaking that to yourself, eventually you're gonna believe, I'm a stupid motherfucker. I just do stupid shit. I had to stop my boyfriend Anthony from stop saying shit like that. Like his whole life, he's always had people tell him, oh, you just do dumb shit. Aunt's so stupid sometimes. Speaking like that to him. When he got around me and I realized like how easily he was okay with people saying certain things to him, I cut that shit off. We not gonna do that. Y'all not gonna talk to him like that around me. And if I hear that someone's saying something like that around me to him, I'ma say something to you. I don't give a fuck who you are. So these days I have become more intentional with protecting him from just allowing anybody to say anything. Even though he's a 27-year-old man, he still knows how to speak up for himself. But sometimes he could be in conversations with people and they be like, oh man, you're so fucking stupid and you just dumb. He's not stupid, because what he's saying, you clearly called him for a reason. You accepted his advice for a reason. If he was so stupid, you wouldn't call his phone. So
that's another thing too. Having people in your corner that's gonna like allow you to be more, to be able to speak more positivity over your life, and also be able to help you achieve your goals. I guess to say like an accountability partner or support team or what have you, because sometimes you be backpedaling a little bit. It's natural. Sometimes you slip back into old habits. You don't try to, but shit happens. And when you have somebody that's genuinely there to check on you, not to try to shame you for, stepping off the path a little bit, and, getting sidetracked, but somebody who's genuinely like, hey, listen, did you eat today? No. Did you have at least 2 meals today? Did you have lunch? Did you have breakfast? Did you have a snack? Have you drank your water? Have you taken your vitamins? Have you written your journal today? Have you done an affirmation today? What have you done? You know what I'm saying? Have you been working towards completing your goal today? Or something like that. Just to do a little check-in, because I think that helps too. Because sometimes people be getting discouraged and you be wanting to quit, and one person, it don't take one person. It'd be like, you've been doing really, really well lately with your weight loss. With your weight loss thing, you've been working out consistently. I've been noticing you've been really, really in an upbeat mood. You've been very happy. So just keep going. You know what I'm saying? And that could be the difference between her just quitting altogether, or your friend just like being like, you know what? That just gave me all the motivation I needed, because this morning I just was not feeling it. Sometimes you be waking up and nobody did anything to you, but you just be like, really, fuck all this shit.
Well, lay down and start over.
like let me hit a reset and see if I can wake up again and be in a better mood. And then sometimes it'd be like, nah, fam, this is the mood we in today. So it's just like having people around that will help you achieve your goals, that will like speak positivity into you and like pour into you the same way that you pour into other people. I think that helps. Yeah. It helps a lot.
I think after the drama of last year, I think I'm become more guarded with who I even let into my circle, because I don't think I had a lot of people that was like in my corner doing that because I be needing that. I be needing sometimes for somebody to tell me like, bitch, get your shit together. And not just on me constantly keeping myself accountable. Like, I just be needing sometimes a little pick me up. We all do. Nothing wrong.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah, so like
little espresso shot.
Mm-hmm. Like sometimes I think that's just all we need. Even as adults, like you have to have that. Like I do checkups on Lyah do checkups on me. Like as a friend, that's what you do. And
I'm not checking up on her.
It's genuine. Like I'm not about to be like all up in Lyah business and then she be like, well, I don't give a fuck about you, Sean. I don't give a fuck. That bitch keep asking me questions, but I ain't gonna say nothing else. Like you have to have a friend that's like that, or at least it don't even have to be a friend, a family member, a confidant, like somebody to check in on you, tap your shoulder. Hey, friend, you all right? You good? You need a hug? Like, you want some water? Like, what's up? Sometimes you literally just need that, and just fix. If you're going to change how you speak, change how you say things, change the way that you come at certain situations, you have to have your action behind it. And I think for me, that's the biggest part, is keeping consistent, staying intentional with my consistency, because that is important. And
very much important.
Just keeping my goals coming, because I can be in the second quarter of the year and some goals may have fallen, but this year I'm definitely trying to like ramp that shit up, okay, and keep it going.
Yeah, y'all, I think we've said all we needed to say with this particular episode. I hope that all of your goals that you have set for yourself, I do hope that you are able to achieve them and you continue to achieve them from this year on and and beyond. We do have a lot more episodes planned. I need to look at our note to see what we have wrote about in the next episode, or one of our episodes that we have planned.
This one,
we need to tell you about that. So we're going to do our best at filming, giving y'all 2 episodes a week. Mm-hmm. We're gonna do like our normal podcast episode where we have a specific topic that we talk about. So I don't know what the next episode for the podcast topic will be. But then we're going to do another podcast episode. I don't know why I'm talking so fast. Ain't nobody going to steal my thoughts. Aisha might, but we're going to do another episode where we talk about, when we do a Wednesday weekly wrap up. Yeah, I know, it's cute. I came up with it. Thank you. We do a Wednesday weekly wrap up. There's a lot to talk about that went on in the week that we want to try to cover. We want to try to cover everything as much as we can. Because we realize that, why not? We see a lot of other podcasters do it, and it's like, we can give y'all 2 episodes. Why not?
We ain't got shit else to do. Shit. By Wednesday,
so that will be coming on Wednesdays. We don't know what time, but just be on the lookout for those episodes. Mm-hmm. And if you do miss the stream, catch us on the playback. The playback. Lord, oh my God, let me shut up. I'm sick of this.
But thank y'all so much for watching this episode of Two Real Chicks. I think we used to say double shot no chaser. Oh, we need to start saying that because that shit was golden. That was golden. But thank y'all so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button with that bell press on so you get all of our notifications, and like this video. And we're going to see you in the next one, honey. Bye.
Goodbye.
Okay. Are we still live?
I just ended it.
Okay.